I find in times in history, like we're in right now, all this craziness going on, which we'll get to. Music has always been a great uniter, not divider.
Sure.
Really, I mean, since the beginning of time.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was thinking what piece of music would probably get everybody on every side together and maybe end this unrest that's going on.
Unify us.
Well, that's not when I said united, yeah.
Right.
That's just, you basically said the same word.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
I'll tell you, I don't do dreams much. I don't talk about dreams much. Let me talk about dreams briefly here before we do a little music. Are those your new glasses, Steve?
They are, yeah.
Oh, you look like an asshole.
Oh, they didn't help.
Those suck.
They don't help.
You know what? In my defense,
suck.
In my defense, there's no piece of eyewear I could put on my face.
That's not true. The other glasses were fine.
You know what, Steve? You look like a handsome, intelligent, and definitely not an asshole.
I never said you're not intelligent. Have I ever mentioned your eyewear ever?
2 days ago, we taled about it. And
No,
said,
not me. Not me, though. Somebody called about it.
I think we all agreed.
I suppose you did at one point say that I look like an asshole without my glasses on.
No, that was actually Mike. He was talking about when you were Barstool.
Yeah, that's true.
No, you looked.
Somebody
I wore my contacts one day.
Somebody will find audio of that. I have no doubt.
Well, I appreciate it.
No problem. And I appreciate Brandon Walker's sense of humor.
He's got a good one.
Oh, my God. That bit we did at the Super Bowl where you did the bed check. Oh, my God.
You guys were friendly.
What a riot that was. I wasn't pretending that was amusing at all.
Remember the good old days.
Oh, unbelievable. Anyway, so I had a dream last night that I was at a Bruce Springsteen concert at Shea Stadium, but it was indoors Shea Stadium.
Okay.
And it was massive. Like, there was like 100,000 seats, but I was right in front. I kept walking around, and one side of it was kind of empty. And this kid I went to grammar school with, John Russo, who was the first kid who talked to me when I moved to Winchester, was like, no, Kirk, you have to move back here. So he kept walking me back to my seat. He's like, you can take a picture with Bruce after. And it was over, and Bruce was just like walking around. He took a picture with me. And so I took the picture with him, and I looked at the picture, and the picture was me, because I've always wanted to take a picture with Bruce Springsteen, whatever. And it was Bruce, but it was Mike's face.
Horrifying.
Maybe I am sort of an idol in your mind.
No, I interpret it as you are stepping in the way of my dreams.
Did you just wake up horrified in a cold sweat?
We all have different interpretations.
Yes. But it was Mike's face on Bruce's butt, so I tried to catch up with him, but I couldn't. That was it. It's like a fucking Twilight Zone episode.
I just imagine you screaming in your sleep, having a night terror, thrashing around.
It was one of those things where you woke up and you did not go back to sleep.
Licking your face. Wake up, wake up.
We get another midnight text. Guys, I'm going away for a while.
But anyway, so yeah, that happened. So I don't know, maybe a little music, Steve. Just maybe I'm wrong, but when I hear this song and the lyrics, I think this is the kind of thing that LeBron James and Kirk Minahan and Clay Travis and Jerry Callahan and Donald Trump and yes, well, who cares? Who cares, right? We can all get together. I even saw the referees are united walking around today in alliance against what's going on right now in Wisconsin, against this thing that we don't really know what happened in Wisconsin, but that's a different story. We'll all get into it. But first, I don't know. When I hear this song, I think, every generation, whether it's, We Shall Overcome, Eyes on the Prize,
Ebony and Ivory.
Yes. I think this is the one for our generation. I really do, and I think it's going to take off. I believe this.
Tape, or am I just
Steve, pause it real quick.
When I'm in the shower.
Oh, okay. Well, when I'm in the shower. The next, when I'm in the shower line, the next 3 sentences, encapsulate everything I dreamed of when I wanted to start a show. That somebody would call in and think of something like this. It is, to me, like the peak of the show. Go ahead.
Someone say I'm live to tape, or am I just paranoid? When I'm in the shower, I beat off to Zdeno Chara. His big, enormous Slovakian sausage I'll devour.
That is great, right?
People say I'm a fat fuck, that I should retire. Maybe I'll resurrect the Ghostbusters with Lucy and Fryer. I'm on a live stream. Nobody's watching me.
That's an incredible 30 seconds of writing right there.
All I see. Oh, my Bruins post game. Nobody's watching me. Oh my God, it's David Critchie.
I don't know.
I'm coming in.
This is the Warden of the North.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
This is funny.
Oh my God, I just got goosebumps.
Fucking idiot.
She sits up beside me and says, yeah, what? Somebody else was in my bathroom opening my shutters.
Oh my God.
We go to bed later on, middle of the night, and in the wall behind us, which is the wall between us and room 214.
I don't know what to do anymore, or what to I didn't know the ratings went this low. The 3.6. I'm on a live stream. Nobody's watching me.
And that's a great song.
Not only great writing, editing, but a good voice as well.
Incredible performance. I just feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like if you could get the players together and the politicians and play that, there may be some...
It's a singular message that we can
think
all
so.
agree with. Yeah.
Yeah. Dale wants to suck Zdeno Chara's huge Slovakian sausage.
Right.
No
matter whether they're on the ice or off.
Right. Yeah,
They're playing or not.
Who would disagree with that?
No one.
I feel like the Grand Wizard of the Klan and, Al Sharpton would agree with that. And maybe I'm wrong.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, it's a thought anyway. I mean, it's as good a thought as anything. It's good. It's as fucking useful as the WNBA players not playing last night. And let's be honest. I mean, we are in, this is just a very strange time.
It's a powerful
stupid time.
Well, I hesitate to go that far in because I always say I don't know the experience, right? I don't know the experience of a black person. I just don't. But what I know is nobody knows the truth about what happened in Wisconsin yet. They just don't. I mean, they just don't. And, this is a troubled individual who was shot 7 times in the back. We'll leave it. I mean, he had a knife on him. He had a record that was disturbing. I don't know if the police knew that or not when they were going there. I don't know. I'm sure they knew he had a warrant for his arrest, right? I would think.
If they knew they had a warrant, they knew
what it was for. Okay, but even then, should he have been shot 7 times in the back? Probably not. But it's easy. I always say it's easy for me to say because people say, they should have tackled him. Well, what if he had a knife?
Well,
I think they did.
Well, no, but they don't know if he had his possession or if he had it in his car. So, I mean, but then they'll say, well, the police are telling us he had a knife. Why are we believing them?
Yeah, so I have no problem with the NBA not playing or anything. I actually have zero problem with that because, like we were saying yesterday about the riots and shit, if you want to make your voice heard, that's a better way to do it. I don't think it really accomplishes anything, but I have no issue with it. They are rushing to judgment, but they would do that no matter, even when the facts come out. That we know what side people will be on and what side which people will be against.
I mean, it'll accomplish absolutely nothing.
Of course.
I mean, that's my biggest. I mean, I'm with you. You want to do it, I guess. That's that. But when does it end? So if Trump gets, so the NBA season, if I'm correct, so the NBA season, this season ends when?
I think it's over now.
Well, no, I'm saying right. I agree with you. Yeah. But I'm saying normally, if they just play this out all the way.
I don't know.
Do we know middle of September?
Early October, I think. But
so they would have started next season
in December.
Okay.
I think Christmas Day they were shooting for.
Oh, okay. So let's just say that this happened in a normal non-COVID year, and they did this, right? Next year, the NBA season generally starts end of October, beginning of November, right?
Yeah.
Let's say Trump was elected again. If the players wanted to boycott the next night that the president of the United States was elected, is that okay in your mind? At what point is it not okay when people who work say, I'm not going to work, when they get paid millions and millions of dollars? And owners and, I'm saying, what's the line?
Yeah, I just look at it as they're not, in this case, they're
coming
not.
for somebody who just got paid not to work for a month.
That's right. I completely different.
Right. But I'm just saying.
They're not screwing, there's no fans at the game, so they're not screwing fans over shit.
They're screwing advertisers and they're screwing, television networks. And
I don't have as much of a problem with that as
I don't either.
I don't either. That work at the games or fans
I agree.
that paid for tickets.
I agree with that, but it's also a business. I'm just saying, at what point do the owners or the governors, I should say, of the teams, step in and say, what the fuck? I know they can't.
They won't because they don't want to look bad.
Right. It's radioactive right now, but what is, and also I do wonder, you can't tell me that every single player, black or white, thinks that this is a good idea.
No.
Does that player really feel allowed and free to speak his mind? No fucking way.
Well, that's the issue I have with it, is that I have no problem with the NBA doing what they did or other sports or whatever. But then when there's a dissenting, like Tucker Carlson says something you don't like, then the attention switches to, we don't give a shit about the Wisconsin anymore. It's let's fire Tucker Carlson.
Right.
If he has a job or not, how does your life change at all? It's got nothing to do with the police in Kenosha.
Nothing. And by the way, the NBA players not playing, the WNBA players, the MLS not playing, baseball teams. I mean, the next time this happens, it's either going to happen or not. It's not going to be because now, I guess their argument is, we're going to actually, you know what? Honestly, I don't know what their argument is. What do they want accomplished?
I have no idea.
Because I've been trying to read. They want better, education, better law enforcement. How will that happen?
I think they want Joe Biden elected. Which is kind of ironic considering his past and some of the criminal justice reform bills he's worked on.
But do they really think that if Hillary Clinton had beat Donald Trump, that this wouldn't have happened in Wisconsin? Do you think it trickles down that far?
The initial commentary seems to be all about getting political capital and getting something passed. There's no idea what they want passed.
No, sure, I understand that.
If they get the attention of lawmakers, then that results in
if Donald
change.
Trump didn't run for president in 2016, who would have won the Republican nomination?
Jeb Bush.
Jeb Bush, Marco Rubio, whoever.
Yeah.
They beat Hillary Clinton just for argument's sake. Do you think that cop in Minnesota acts differently?
No.
Of course not. I mean, this stuff happened.
We don't hear about it.
This stuff happened when Obama was president.
Yeah.
This is not a presidential issue. This trickles all the way down to local. And again, I'm all for, you want to make changes? Make changes. I'm all for it. I just don't know what this accomplishes. And then I'm seeing people, I quote tweeted Liz Gonzalez, who said that LeBron James has a lot to lose by.
He's very brave.
What does he have to lose?
He's going to lose all his sponsorships.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be bailing on this.
That's silly, obviously.
He has a chance to lose a championship? Like what? I don't even like.
Yeah.
Since
his legacy won't be as.
Yeah, I mean,
great.
It's just the media is going to suck him off no matter what now.
Yeah, so since the NBA postponed the season, none of them lose anything financially, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so
I don't know that.
This is the playoffs. They've already been paid.
There's no loss whatsoever for any of the players.
I mean, maybe you lose your whatever you get paid if you win the championship, right?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, but then you make that up in a Nike contract because you were at the front lines of a protest.
Right. But I don't think LeBron James, whatever, I don't know what the winning players get in the NBA. I don't think that's a big deal for LeBron James. It's worth $1 billion.
To be fair to a lot of the NBA players, I think even if you ask them, they would say, I don't know what we want necessarily. I don't know what the answer is, but we're just sick of this type of shit. We're sick of dealing with cops and being scared to reach in our fucking pocket. But
that's not a great argument. If you're going to do something, if you're going to do something this big and this bold, you have to have a plan.
Yeah.
Like they've been meeting and great, come out with a plan. And by the way, that plan, then what happens? So you come out with this plan. You want this, this, and this. Who is that going to? How is that going to be enacted?
Right.
If it is, fantastic. But I'm just confused how it's going to be enacted.
They want to do something. The problem is, there are very few athletes that would be able to put together a coherent thought on a lot of this. Like, that's not what they're made for.
Like, I don't know what LeBron James's take is on it, other than like he tweeted last night, like, fuck this shit, or I don't even know what it was. Like, okay, great. Like, what do you want done? Let's do it. I'm with you. Let's do it. And I said this, it'll be a tremendous move tonight, is if Trump in this speech said, I'm inviting these 6 NBA players and these coaches to come to a summit with me, and we're going to have this conversation. It puts the NBA players in a tough spot. Would they say no to Trump?
Do that, yeah.
Yeah, they would say we're being used as political props. We refuse to do that.
Then Trump Trump reached out, and they said
he already did that with the NFL. Maybe
I know he did
2 or 3 years ago. He said, if you guys have somebody who's been unjustly incarcerated,
to exonerate innocent
I'm
people.
passing out pardons, baby.
And it never happened, right?
No, not a single one of them took him up on the offer.
It's all. I'm telling you, a lot of it is for Twitter applause. Some of it is legitimate, but some of it is so people can look at these guys and say, "Wow, these guys are brave, heroic." Meanwhile, I don't know what gets what is going to get accomplished. Like, I understand they're frustrated. I get that. I understand it. But they have not articulated what they want other than
President Biden.
Other than this shit to stop. Great. We all do. So then what?
Yeah,
I think it's all about the presidential election.
Great, but if Biden's elected, you think this is going to change?
No, I don't.
Of course not.
But they do.
You think
it will change in the sense of how it's reported.
Well, sure, great. But I mean, okay, then that's just all pretend.
Nothing changes really. But
you think if some cop who's an idiot in wherever, Eatonville, Washington, is driving around one night and he shoots some guy in the back, you think before he's going to think, oh, you know what? Oh, Joe Biden got more electoral votes than Donald Trump. He's the president now. I'm not going to do that. Out of your fucking mind. Plus, I mean, let's tell the truth about this. We don't know what happened in fucking Wisconsin. Right. That doesn't mean that this stuff doesn't happen all the time. It doesn't mean that the police have real issues with the black community that comes to enforcement. No question, the numbers are what they are. I don't doubt that. But we don't know what happened here, and they're using this as this guiding example, which is crazy. About a guy who, look, I'm sure it was an unfair shooting. Great, okay, I don't disagree with that. It's a shaky fucking history. I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, what were the cops going there for?
The estranged girlfriend, I believe, called
because he wouldn't leave.
He wasn't supposed to be there.
Right.
I thought it was originally reported there was a fight between 2 women.
It was not. Well, that's been changed though, right? The woman said he wouldn't leave. He took the car keys, I think.
And they did use non-life threatening means to try to take him down. They tased him,
right?
And that did not work. He
Now, this one
continued
cop
to
who they have
resist
now
arrest.
named, shot him 7 times in the back. I mean, if you just look at it, it looks awful.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, there's no question. But, I think he had a domestic assault record against him as well.
He 3rd-degree sexual assault, which is
right.
violent rape.
Right. So, I mean, we're talking about a potential rapist here? Well, I mean, I'm just saying. Now, that being said, doesn't mean he deserves to be shot 7 times in the back if he did nothing wrong. Of course. But we don't know what happened yet. We don't. Yeah. We just don't. So, to make this the example, I think is... But it doesn't, to your point, it doesn't matter. They don't care about that. That side of the argument doesn't care. They don't want to have a discussion. They don't want a conversation. They want everything to change, and that's great, but they have no plan. Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen.
And friend that's a cop, I was talking to about this with a different situation. Like it was before the Kenosha thing. George Floyd, I forget what it was exactly.
Right.
But he's like, in that situation, I don't know what I would have done necessarily. Like, if I'm in that situation and I felt threatened, maybe I would have pulled my gun. Maybe I would have done this. Maybe I would have done that. So it's tough to be a cop and say that, honestly, because people automatically say, well, you're a fucking racist or you're a piece of shit. You're poorly trained. You should lose your job. That's a tough position as well that no one really acknowledges.
So Blake was just charged with 3rd-degree sexual assault,
right.
trespassing, and disorderly conduct.
Yeah, he wasn't convicted.
No.
Right. No, yeah, you're right. So we don't know. Right. But I'm just saying, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. But,
I think we can let the Stephen A. Smith from ESPN explain what the ultimate goal of the protest is.
Sure. Well, I want to hear it.
There's an election coming up on November 3rd, and you'd have to be blind, deaf, and dumb to not recognize what a lot of these players are leaning towards. You have to recognize the fact that there's going to be another side that's going to be averse to the positions that they've taken. They're not going to try to just make the NBA feel the pinch, but they may also make sure their voices are heard come election night. It's incumbent upon the players to recognize this and act accordingly. I think, to answer your question directly, we're going to see a lot of people that once would have, really frowned upon these kind of actions stand up and support these athletes, because once the dust settles, they're going to want to do business with them. And those athletes are going to remember at a time like this, particularly considering the kind of issues that we're discussing, they're going to remember who stood with them, who supported them, and who did it. And
I don't get... He's trying to make it out like one side wants people killed unfairly by the police.
Right. Well, yeah.
Like, is there a big constituency for that?
Yeah, the white players are all for it.
No. And I mean, this narrative that the police are, seeking to kill black guys on the street is, no, it's an extreme take, I know, from one side, but it's bullshit. I mean, it's just bullshit.
Of course.
I mean, it's insulting and it's crazy, and most cops are good people and some cops are stupid like everything else, and they do dumb stuff. And again, it's so easy. As you were just saying, it's so easy for somebody to tweet out or say, what was, why'd the cop have to shoot this guy? Why'd the cop? Well, I mean, you don't know until you're in that situation.
Yeah,
doesn't mean it was a justified shooting at all. I'm happy to say I don't know all the facts in this one, just like everyone else, other than these cops and Blake. I mean, why is that so difficult to say? I know in the social media world you can't say that, but
there's a tremendous amount of peer pressure, and it's kind of been globalized thanks to social media.
Right.
But especially now, cops have to be thinking, like if someone goes for their pockets or whatever, they have to be thinking, this guy's probably grabbing a gun and pulling out. You know what I mean?
Especially
now,
after he's already been tased.
If you're tased and warned multiple times, now that being said, shooting somebody 7 times in the back seems excessive. Right. It certainly seems excessive. I will be the first one to say that. But I'm willing to hear the facts on both sides. I don't I don't know what looting these cities and burning them down, I don't know what it does. I don't, and I said this when people jumped all over me. Right after the Floyd thing, we went on that Sunday night, and I said, I don't know what this accomplishes. And guess what? It has accomplished nothing so far. This just happened again. And it's going to happen again and again and again because nothing is being done. What has been enacted? What has changed? Nothing. Just a bunch of people waving their arms, and they're not going to play sports, and they take a knee, and they do fucking celebrities do videos, and nothing is done because they don't really care that much. They just want to be seen as heroic on social media.
Well, it's accomplished in the NBA, when they do play, you can wear phrases on your jerseys, and Kristen Bell stepped down from some, like that's what it turns into.
It's all
and
bullshit.
That's what it'll turn into again.
Yeah.
Now we'll have ads, and people will lose jobs in acting for some reason, and episodes of TV shows will be taken down because
police
that's
departments.
that's the easy shit that we can do.
We've defunded some police departments.
That's true,
Yeah.
and that's accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
And like I always say, fantastic. So, if a guy walked in here in their world, and I'm not even saying this is, I don't know. I'd love to have LeBron James on and talk to him about it. I don't know if he's for defunding entire police departments. I have no idea. But so somebody walks in here with a gun and points it to Mike's head. Well, that we wouldn't care. They would just say, shoot the guy.
Do it.
Comes in and puts a gun to Dale Bear's head, more importantly. Like, in their world, like, they would then call a social worker, right?
Yeah.
And the social worker would come and have a conversation?
I don't think they conceive of that happening.
Stand down.
Why?
Please.
But it does happen.
I just don't think that they look at, for them, the cop is the threat.
Okay, so there's no cop, though, in their mind, right? The cops don't exist. Yeah. So what happens then? Somebody comes in and puts a gun to my head, like, and they say
security or something.
Yeah, but those guys are evil too, aren't they?
Not quite as.
I've read where they say social workers come in. So a social worker would come in and walk up the stairs and knock on the door and come in here, and the guy would be a gun to my head, some madman, and they would say, "Why are you doing this? What was your childhood like?" I mean, this is just pretend. I mean, was your dad a 5 or a 7? That kind of conversation. We have just descended into complete madness.
It's just pure emotional thinking.
Yeah,
they don't go the next logical level to what happens after you defund the police.
And I totally get it as much as I can. I get it. Like, and I hear people say, "Oh, LeBron James has been famous his whole life. He doesn't know what it's like." Well, I don't know what LeBron James was like when he was 8 years old or 10 years old. I mean, I know he's famous when he's 15 or 16, but he grew up tough, a hard life. Like, I suspect he's gone through a hell of a lot more than I have. There's no question.
That also might even add to it, the fact that LeBron James is famous and still might have to deal with racism that we wouldn't do.
Yeah, and he was like,
you know what I mean? Like, he's rich and still has to deal with shit that I wouldn't have to deal with.
No doubt. Like, that side of the argument, I just don't play it. I know these guys are rich and famous. It doesn't matter. Because a lot of these guys are anonymous. Even the NBA players, they can try to be. You think some cop in the middle of the night knows that some guy is 6'11"? No. You know what I mean?
Right.
That I will not agree with. But I see people do that. That's bullshit. But, like, I don't know. I'd like some plan if I see a plan. But even then, like, great. The NBA players give this plan to the owners of the teams. Then what? I assume they think these owners have relationships with Trump, which may be true. But then what?
And also, not all of our problems can be solved through the political system. Some of them are just cultural problems that require real work and things other than bills and resolutions passed by the city council.
And I'm all for it.
We've been doing that for 50 years, trying to solve our problems with government. It's just not working.
And I'm all for moving some of the money around and it goes to police departments if it's needless and put it somewhere else. We talked about this pension plan, which is bankrupting cities. Great, let's do it. But, I don't know.
And we forget that it goes away. Like, if they felt that strongly about the George Floyd thing, they shouldn't have come back for a season at all. You know what I mean? Like, if last night is worth boycotting or sitting out the rest of the season or whatever it is, George Floyd happened 3 months ago. You shouldn't have come back for a season. If it's that powerful a message, I guess.
Also, yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. So is the NBA season, as we're talking right now, been canceled yet or no? I know that
I think it is over. I think
officially. I don't think so.
I
know they canceled games for tonight. It sounds like.
I thought they said that there was a meeting last night that LeBron walked out of.
Well, I heard that, but I don't think they've officially canceled the season yet.
No, I don't think that would be bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't care, but yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah, I don't know. So, but and now, like you said, now they're trying to cancel Tucker.
By the way, the Red Sox played last night.
Did they? Well, of course. What do you expect?
Come on.
Racist organization in America.
Bad move, guys.
Okay, so it looks like they're meeting today at 11 a.m. The NBA players are.
Okay.
So when this is up, you'll know, folks.
That's true. I mean,
it is great that the referees are joining them, though.
That's big.
That's important. That's important.
They're gonna be like
hey, black and white together, the stripes, come on.
I mean, can anybody make a case for Kyle Rittenhouse? Am I missing something?
I can't imagine. Well, Tucker did.
I know. Well,
yeah. I mean,
I mean, to be fair, I don't think Tucker Carlson made an individual case for Kyle Rittenhouse. That's not the clip that I heard. But I mean, we can play it. Yeah,
I mean, I think the guy
what
was.
Do you expect? I guess, which seems
how shocked are we or something?
Yeah.
I think the guy was being. He was playing soldier, definitely showing up in a conflict with a firearm, but. He also, I mean, I guess the case would be that they were trying to kill him. If that mob would have caught up to him, they would have killed him.
Are you sure? I mean,
they were trying to take his gun. One assaulted him with a skateboard. Like, that in that limited what you see in the video, that's what the excuse is.
I guess,
but I mean, he shouldn't have been playing Army Man.
No, but with that being said, There's the police, are not going in these cities right now. So it's like, I'm not justifying Rittenhouse at all, but I think what Tucker was, isn't that, do we have the Tucker cut?
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
So are we really surprised that looting and arson accelerated to murder? How shocked are we that 17-year-olds with rifles decided they had to maintain order when no one else would?
So I guess the question I've asked Tucker is, what do you think should happen to Kyle Rittenhouse? He's been charged with first-degree murder.
Yeah.
Right.
So, which is going to be, again, also I think tough to stick in some ways.
First degree, yeah.
It's going to be tough. I don't know.
It depends on what the laws are there.
That's true.
Because if he can clearly make a case that he feared for he feared that he was going to be imminent bodily harm.
Right. So I don't know.
Was he allowed to carry? Was he legally carrying?
Right. Well, that's true too.
I think
He's
Tucker,
also 17.
A 17-year-old running around with an assault rifle.
Crazy.
a better argument for Tucker,
rifle, an AR-15.
And maybe this is kind of what he meant, but like this is kind of what you get with defunding the police. If there are, defunded police departments or no police departments or whatever, you're going to get Kyle Rittenhouse, who thinks he's the next George Zimmerman,
right,
patrolling the neighborhood.
So I guess my question, everybody wants to fire Tucker now, cancel, which happens all the time. Of course, I don't want that to happen. I would just say to Tucker, do you think that what he did was justified and correct? That's all, because you don't know that in that little cut right there. Is he saying that what do you expect to happen, as you said, because it's chaos, or what do you expect to happen because he's doing the right thing? That's all. I'd be curious to get his answer on that.
Well, it's pretty clear that Rittenhouse went looking for trouble.
Oh, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
He went in the middle of a riot in a conflict with a big gun.
Shooting.
And, thought that he was protecting against rioters and looters, but he had no business being there.
Yeah, you see people like that all the time. He wanted to be a vigilante.
Right. At the same time, though, like the people who were trying to attack and assault and steal his gun aren't necessarily, heroes either.
No, I would say they're definitely not.
It's one of those conflicts where there's not a lot of good people involved. It's like all the worst elements of society are converging in little hotspots in cities and just throwing piss bottles at each other.
And part of the reason I tweeted that thing out yesterday when it first happened was just to sort of be a dick, but also let's keep in mind that these NBA players sat on their asses during this China stuff. I mean, didn't say quite the opposite. Here's LeBron James. I saw your guy Ted Sellers tweeted this morning, Mike.
Yes.
This is what he said during the whole China thing. Just be careful we tweet and saying we do. Even though, yes, we do have freedom of speech, there can be a lot of negative that comes with that, too.
See, not a great look for LeBron.
No, I mean, and these and again, one is not the same as I understand why this issue is more important to them. I do understand that. But, I mean, they fucking people may like this, they may not. What's going on in China is a hell of a lot worse than what's going on in America right now with the police. It just is. We're talking about fucking concentration camps and forced abortions. I mean, we are talking about hell on earth. And some of these cops suck. I agree with you. But what's going on in China is a hell of a lot worse. And the NBA players didn't give a shit. Quite the opposite. They tried to silence anybody who got in the way of it. So that's where they're phonies, complete phonies.
That's the tough part about the argument I made on their behalf, too, is saying, they just want something to happen. Maybe they don't know what it is, but they want something to be done. But with the China shit, they were like, hey, it's a complicated issue.
Yeah, what can you do?
Who are we to speculate?
Yeah. Geopolitics, there's a legal process here.
So, that part I can't defend them on. They can't play both sides there, I guess.
I wonder if any owner steps up and is I wonder if anybody in the opposition speaks up at all about this, or are they just afraid to even speak? Not even opposition, but just say, hey, we've been saying, hey, can we just wait for the facts? Do you think any owner will say that or no?
No, because there's
no benefit.
You'll get Aubrey Huft or Tucker Carlson
right.
But what's the benefit?
Clay Travis
what's the benefit to I guess standing athwart history and saying, hey, hang on a second.
I guess there's no upside to it. No, I mean, you're going to
nothing.
You're just going to get beaten like a rag doll.
I think any owner who has that inclination is just going to be quiet.
I think any owner is thinking that?
Yes.
Sterling doesn't have a team anymore, does he?
No, he doesn't. No. He would have said it.
It's true.
He would have been.
Yeah, that would be interesting. But I wonder if there's there's got to be owners who are this is, what are we doing here?
But, well, that the owners and other...
There's got to be players that think.
And other leagues are getting ready to wonder, is this going to snowball?
Yeah.
Is there going to be an NFL season? It's you combine this with COVID, there's too many aligning incentives just to say fuck it and not play.
Okay, but I guess I would ask an NFL player, why aren't you playing?
Justice.
Okay, now then what? How let's get there.
Why does it need to be more than justice?
Well, then are you ever going to play again? Because there's never going to be full justice. I mean, there's always going to be corrupt cops. And
I think it's all about the election.
Shit.
It's all about the election.
So what do they do with Trump? Okay, so then Trump wins. Then what? They just never play sports again?
Which seems crazy because they're not
I think
that
they come
vocal
back.
about the election.
They come back because there's no
True.
election to worry about.
They just come back?
Yeah, they just come back.
So they come.
All right. You know that
as I just said,
there'll be some symbolic victory. They'll pass some bill, whatever.
Okay,
and then
so in your
people will
mind,
forget about it.
Your mind, the NFL's not going to play until the election.
I don't know how
It's 2 months into the season.
The NFL's a much different culture. I don't know. I haven't seen anything that they're going to start following the NBA at this point.
They're pretty vocal as well. I mean, they really kicked things off a couple of years ago. With Kaepernick.
I mean, Kaepernick kicked it off.
Well,
I don't think that the NBA
a lot of
culture.
people joined him.
Yeah, there were a
seems
few here and
so
there.
fucking innocent now.
Those are the good old days.
What was Barstool's
Colin,
Barstool's initial take on Kaepernick? Do we know?
What's his skin color? I can't quite tell.
Do they have any take on that? But I don't like. We were like, I mean, I didn't. And I said at the time I was on the radio, I don't care now. If you want to kneel, you want to light the flag on fire, you want to wipe your ass with it. I would never do that. I think it's stupid. I don't get the point of it. Go do it.
It's protected speech.
Of course. It's not what I would do, but go do it.
But then if someone doesn't want to raise their fist at a fucking rally,
Well,
you
yeah.
have to allow that
fighting
too.
with Jerry being like these players and, because I think it was a big deal one weekend. I don't know what the peak weekend was during the whole thing when players took a knee. 50 players maybe? I don't know. 100? I'm just saying. I'm picking a number. But it was such a big deal. That seems like nothing now. Nothing.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what that particular was in reaction to.
Shit.
Why is somebody in our hallway, Steve?
What's going on? Hello? Hello?
Hey, yeah, we're in the middle of a live show. Okay, you're gonna come back. We're taping a live show right now. Can you come back at like noon? Yeah, we do a live show.
Fucking chill. Nobody can hear this. But this guy will not leave.
He's taking a lot of convincing. No, I want to stay. I want to hang out.
No, apologizing.
Well, your analogy may be coming true.
Oh, shit. What the hell just happened?
What was he here for?
Why was that a 5-minute negotiation?
No speaking English.
Oh, okay. There you go. What happened? You wanted the church?
Yeah, I think the church.
You have a mask on?
No, he did not.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, what a son of a gun.
How close were you?
Too close.
No,
I think that the church next door is having some electrical work done, and he thought that this was the place.
Did you start speaking Spanish at the end, though?
A little bit.
What did I hear? International. What was the word I heard?
Ministerio Internacional.
That's
I was trying to tell him. I pointed at the paperwork that said, international ministry, and then pointed at the sign. I was like, that's
Ministry International. Is that? Oh, so you flipped it around. Good. That must have been.
But why are you telling him to come back at noon?
Because initially I thought,
What'd you think he was doing here? You run this building, this office.
I thought that the landlord had gotten an electrician to come in and just not told me about it.
Okay.
I don't think Nuno is a time, Steve. Just as a tip.
El Noon.
When Steve did 12 dongs of a clock, I was like, I think it's time to end this negotiation.
I was like, what does Steve do with this man when we leave here every day?
This is a strange amount of people just wander into the middle of the studio.
I heard Steve say you can have 10 cans of string beans if you leave right now. That was a long. I'll be curious when we listen to the show later. I won't. But Mike? How long do you think that was? A minute?
Oh, no, a couple minutes.
How long was that, Steve?
Oh, I did a minute and a half.
Nice guy, or
he's a decent guy.
Okay,
but it took him a little.
He's a decent guy. Okay.
He's the Mamma Mia.
He's the Mamma Mia of guys.
It took him a little while to understand.
It was so I thought because I couldn't really hear. Could you really hear him, Mike? I couldn't really.
I heard something, and I thought it was Steve. I thought Steve was like taking a call.
Right.
And
No,
that's
I
why
heard the voice, and it sounded like it was getting closer and closer.
That's why I was in the middle.
Yeah,
of
he was
saying
walking down the
something.
hallway.
And I stopped, and that's when you said, "Why is someone in our hallway?" And I didn't realize what it was.
So it was weird, but I'm sure you really understood when you said you're recording a live show. You must have been like, "What the fuck?"
It does. If you're completely oblivious to what this is, it looks like we're just like playing. Like
right.
No, I'm sure
it's not the very serious thing that it is.
If he's looking down the hallway, all he sees is the cameras pointing. So he probably thinks we're shooting like an amateur porno.
Mike's sitting there
with a bear on your desk.
I thought it was some guy being combative because he wasn't leaving. I was like, oh my god,
he was being a little stubborn. He was insisting that this was the place where he was supposed to come work.
The fiery temper is what you're saying.
You got up there. We were about to throw down here. I wasn't.
Honestly, I would have been within my rights to shoot him.
That would have been interesting.
It really would have played out.
Hey, stand your ground.
That's true. Do you have your gun today?
No comment.
Listen, guys, I just think Steve should have done something. That's the point.
That's a historic. That's our second visitor then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
At least.
Because you just never know if it's going to be some psycho listener or something.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky in that regard.
Yeah, well.
It's not tempt fate. But.
Jeez. What were we saying? I don't even know what we were saying before that.
What you asked? What kicked off Kaepernick?
Yeah, was it what? I just don't remember. It was 15?
No, it was
14?
16, I think.
It was?
Oh no, was it after Trump was elected or before?
I thought it was before.
So 16, yeah.
So that was kind of part of Trump's. Because I don't know. Because remember, Trump said "sons of bitches."
So what I'm actually basing it off of is in the Portnoy video. He's still in the Milton office, I think.
Okay. That's how we all look at it.
Yeah. So I think it's 16.
I think it was 2016.
Yeah.
That's what Kaepernick first started to kneel? Okay. Mm-hmm. You know what? That makes sense because it's just me and Jerry. There was no Dean. That's how I look at it. There was no. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. And so it was about the election? But it was pre-election, obviously.
No, something happened, right?
Yeah,
there was a shooting.
Was it Ferguson?
No. Ferguson was like 14.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure it was one of them.
I think there might not have been an immediate event. Yeah.
Kaepernick just had the way.
Could have been Kaepernick getting
changed. That literally changed everything. Kaepernick changed everything.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
He's a big figure.
And where is he?
Yeah, you don't hear a lot from him.
Kind of quiet.
Strange, isn't it?
What do they call him? A quiet. I forget what the phrase they use for him, but he speaks softly. And
was another one
carries a big stick.
Headlines last night that was going all over Twitter was the CNN reporter saying mostly peaceful protests last night, with just a massive fire
inferno. Yeah,
just like insane fire behind it. I can't imagine living in one of these cities right now. You know, I can't imagine living. I can't imagine living in a city anyway during COVID, but I can't imagine living in one of those cities.
Yeah, it's pretty comfortable up on Caucasian Hill, isn't it?
We should all move to Louisiana.
Top of Caucasian Hill. That's right. Caucasian Hill. The Caucasian Hill T-shirts making their way out yet? Or no? Those will be big hits.
Yeah, now might not be the time.
Caucasian Hill.
Brandon's face on.
Jesus. Well, anyway, we love Milton's. Milton's, the store for men, is back open and back on the Kirk Minahan Show. The original sponsor of not just the show, but myself, the brand, Kirk Seamus Minahan. Celebrating their stores being open with their biggest sale ever. You'll save up to 75% off and more. Go to the stores if you're in the New England area, South Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill. Or go online to miltons.com. I need to get Harry Minahan. I got to get Harry Minahan. Did they do suits for like Harry's age there?
I think so, yeah.
Sure.
I get Harry a suit. He's got his first communion coming up.
Short of men,
yes.
Why not?
That's true. Yes. I got to figure out a day for that. They also have popular brands like Michael Kors, Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren, Hugo Boss, all on sale. 15% off for shoes. All underwear, including Tommy John, 25% off. Favorite sportswear brands like Tommy Bahama, Johnny O, Vineyard Vines are included in the sale. Again, go to miltons.com, check out their biggest sale ever page. Great deals, 75% off and more for everyone except, I'm happy to note, I talked to Dana and Bill yesterday, and they made sure that Warthog paid the 100%.
Good.
Yes.
I heard they repoed his coat,
They
actually.
did.
They went to his house and
They
took
did.
it back. Good.
I felt like that was necessary.
Yes.
Go to miltons.com right now. The best store. Listen, we love Miltons. They're the greatest sponsor of all time. Miltons are my favorite. I love Miltons. Go to miltons.com right now. Or go to the stores, South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, Milton's, the store for men. Anything else from this particular subject? I feel like this is one of these rare days where I'm actually checking online to see if anything crazy is happening.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's a ton of footage from the Rittenhouse example or the case around that night tracking him.
Yeah.
And there's going to be more and more that comes out. And so I think it's probably a good idea, both on the Blake situation and Rittenhouse, just kind of gather the evidence before you make any,
sure,
craft any opinions.
But we don't do that.
I know.
That's the real reason. Oddly, reactions like the NBA and whoever, like immediate reactions like that, is kind of the reason nothing happens, because you formulate this thing where you've already decided what happened in Kenosha or wherever,
Yeah.
with Rittenhouse or whatever. And then it becomes, okay, some more footage came out. There's a little more to the story than we realized. Maybe it wasn't murder one. Maybe it wasn't this, that. But then you can't agree with that opinion because the first reaction was so extreme. So nothing gets done because they don't want to change the laws because it wasn't technically against the law or whatever. But you also don't want to piss off the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know what happens if something happens this weekend or something, you know.
Well, it's going to continue to happen. But I think that one thing that's, I guess, at least trending in a positive way is that you're seeing people on like CNN, like Don Lemon saying, hey, maybe this violence isn't a good idea.
Yeah,
The mayor of D.C. is saying, hey, we condemn this. So there's something in the polling data that the Democrats are seeing
that's the only
this is
reason,
benefiting
that's the only
Trump.
reason they care about it.
Exactly. Well, yeah, of course. That's
Don
what I'm
Lemon,
saying.
right.
It's all through the lens of the election. So they might actually, the people who could be influential in stopping the violence and the protests, riots, whatever, could be motivated to actually do so rather than, like, I mean, Joe Biden's statement coming out, he's had weeks to prepare to condemn violence, and he's just like, we support the NBA and peaceful protests. It doesn't do anything to condemn the violence.
It's all crap. That guy, the 76ers fan there, the Ringer, he blocked me on Twitter.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I think he blocked the show account, too. I don't know. He decided he never reached out. He never responded.
No, we reached out.
Too bad.
What the hell?
We wanted to have a conversation with him.
We were
Seems strange.
simply curious.
Yeah, that's all.
As to how the racism locked into that story.
Someone messaged me that he's doing a whole series about Cam Newton, a whole mini series about Cam.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's great. Fantastic.
We'll follow along with that.
And Dale Bear was a big star yesterday, huh?
Yeah, he was.
Seemed like it.
Good for him.
Did we beat EEI?
I think I saw at one point almost 2,000 views.
Wow.
Different people watching Dale Bear in totally yesterday.
Very good.
Yes, it's not bad. I play all the. Did you play some new songs there too, Steve, or no? Some
No.
unreleased stuff or no?
No, I don't think so. Just some of the older stuff. Maybe some stuff that we didn't make
heard
it
in a
all
while.
the way through.
Yeah.
Some stuff you hadn't heard in a while. I do have a new parody song though.
Oh, well, all right.
Be a little more excited. This is a good one.
Oh, okay.
Where Kirk comes from is the type of place that loves cerebral b-ball players. His favorite food that he always eats tastes just like racism to me. When Kirk went to his fancy school, stole cash from a minority. Doesn't come as a shock or a surprise that his favorite sport is golfing. Caucasian Hill, that's where you'll find Kirky. Living in Caucasian Hill, Caucasian Hill. Everybody thinks like Jerry. Living in Caucasian Hill. Take a look around his neighborhood. MAGA hats as far as you can see. When they see a black man down the road, they automatically call police. The people in his town look bleached, even whiter than Kevin's cream. The town is whiter than the crowd to see Bruce Springsteen. Caucasian Hill, that's where you'll find Kirky. Living in Caucasian Hill, Caucasian Hill. Everybody thinks like Jerry. Living in Caucasian Hills. Cancel Kirk, cause he's a rich white fuck. It's now the part of the song where I tell you how much Blind Mike sucks. Mike's so dumb, that sad sack so damn pitiful. He's also way too overpaid. I hope one day Kirk can inspire him to wait for the train. Caucasian Hill, that's where you'll find Kirk.
He does hate you.
He's turned on me.
He has.
It's very sad. A powerful enemy I have. Jesus.
Did you talk to your dad yesterday?
Actually, he texted me about something completely different.
Oh, okay. No,
So
maybe he's not caught up.
I don't know if he's heard it yet. Yeah, we'll see.
How'd the move go day one? Has the move done or no?
Essentially, although we don't have internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's going to be a pain in the ass.
Oh,
We'll
what about Mike and the Minute fans?
That'll be. Don't worry about it.
I'm worried.
It'll all be.
We're all
set.
worried about it.
It'll
What
all
about
be set.
Cheers?
We're bringing in a satellite truck.
In our former homes, me and I, we still have internet, and we can still.
Oh,
get
you still go back out.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
God. Cheers tonight.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So don't worry.
Just you and Chris.
That's right. The boys.
Where were we at now at Cheers? And
We'll be after tonight. We'll be more than halfway through season 1.
And when you say in these episodes you're doing your research, you just go to the Wikipedia and IMDb page for the episode?
Do I say I do research?
Or when you say, I read this or this about the episode.
I'll find a fun fact or two for the episodes.
That'd be on IMDb or Wikipedia?
That type of shit, yeah.
I don't go any deeper than that.
I don't want to spend a lot of time. I try to spend time on this program, right?
Sure.
The Cheers
yeah, of course. You have any big interviews or writers or producers or authors regarding Cheers coming up or no?
No. I don't. Okay. I don't know how many we'll get. I don't know how motivated they'll be to come.
Well, you never know. These people have not much to do at this point.
It's possible.
What else is going on, Steve?
We've got the history show coming up while we're on the theme of the YouTube channel. The History Buffs is coming up. I'm going to be on History Buffs tonight.
Oh, 8. You are?
Yes.
What's the subject tonight?
With R.A., Ned Snark, and one other guy who I think is anonymous. We're talking about the Peloponnesian War.
Oh, God.
Soun's very exciting.
Sounds awful.
I disagree.
That's terrible.
It's appointment listening.
I have not watched that show. Twist on it.
Yeah, okay. Well, those guys are having a good time?
Oh, yeah.
Well, fantastic. That's what it's all about.
There's a big war, I think, unless I've misinterpreted this, but there seems to be a war between drinking buddies and history buffs. Seems like they're always at odds for what the better.
I don't know what any of that means, but that sounds like quite a fascinating battle. I hope it works out for everyone. I really do.
But in real news, did you see
what I was asking you?
Did you see yesterday that the Department of Justice is now looking for information about nursing home deaths? This is bad news for Governor Cuomo and Governor Baker.
And Cuomo.
Yeah. So obviously it all goes away if Joe Biden wins the election, but if Trump actually presses down and investigates what happened in New York, I think it's a little premature for Cuomo's book to come out.
Yeah, yes, it'll be interesting. Yeah, well, it won't stop it though. It won't stop the media from acting like nothing happened.
It'll be part 1.
No, and I don't
always have a sequel.
I don't know what. I guess criminal charges there could potentially be, but as long as you get an investigation and people actually know what the history is, because Cuomo's coming out trying to write the first draft of history here, so that everyone will think that his leadership was amazing when he's actually the worst governor in all of the country in handling this.
What did you say? That internationale? What is it?
Ministerio Internacional.
Ministerio Internacional. Okay. What was that? What did you say at the end?
Boo.
What?
That was me being tongue-tied and not being able to make the correct Spanish pronunciations.
Jesus. Peanut butter in your mouth. God. Yeah, I read this whole story, the one you sent me, the New York Times one. I don't know. I'd be curious for Mike's take on it. Well, I'm sure I know what it's going to be.
The fashion...
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah.
The sting operation. There's a story, this guy, Michael Weinrip, maybe, wrote this long story, and I would call it a sympathetic story. Just to be kind, no?
All right.
I think he found an example, and I don't know how he's treating it, if he's including all of the facts here.
I would guess without knowing that he's not.
Yeah, but he finds an example that you're like, well, maybe the police didn't act.
So this guy,
perfectly
Jace Hambrick, in Washington State, I think, right? It was like that story that we did a while ago.
Predator poachers. The guy on YouTube who just pretends to be a 15-year-old boy and meets up with people who used to work on the
which led to the DEC sound, of course. Yeah, that's really the takeaway. So this guy Jace Hambrick, the New York Times, is this a magazine source? Even must be.
Yeah, it is.
It's how many words would you say it is?
A couple,
5, 6, 7
I'd say 5,000.
So he was a 23-year-old and he lives in Washington State. And essentially it's almost like the poachers that catch a predator or whatever.
So it's a big video game guy, like failure to launch situation. They say he's trolling Craigslist looking for sexual opportunities. But they set it up
like he's like a sweet, gentle giant. Yes, like he's a very kind boy. The mom says how nice he is.
Okay.
He sometimes, they would say with no proof that he would give out sandwiches to homeless people. And like this guy is sweet as can be. Sweet as pumpkin pie. Which is that sweet or no?
Sure.
Okay. I've never had pumpkin pie.
Really?
I've never been to Wendy's either.
Never had pumpkin pie?
I'm not so sure.
I've never had pumpkin pie. I don't like.
I never had pumpkin pie either.
I don't like. Why? You like that, Steve?
It's not my favorite pie, but it's okay. I feel like everyone.
I'm
it's part
a huge
of the
fan
American
of the whole
experience.
pie experience. Anyway,
I'm not a fan of the pumpkin craze.
I'm a cake guy.
You're a cake guy?
I'm a cake guy, but I will eat pie.
What's your favorite kind of cake?
Yeah, damn right he will.
Look how happy he is with himself. So leaving that, I was hoping to leave that obvious joke in the air, Steve. Well, what's your favorite kind of cake?
I like actually white with vanilla frosting.
Of course, right?
Confetti cake. Yeah.
Right. Like a nice ice cream cake.
You do?
Yeah.
Like a Carvel cake? Like a Carvel?
Sure. Friendlies or whatever, yeah.
There you go. Just by yourself eat one?
Yeah, sure. 1 or 2. Yeah.
After lunch,
25,000 calories.
What are you going to do? He walked a mile. The guy was moving all day. What do you want him to do? He's hungry.
But, apple pie with a scoop of ice cream can be good. It has to. The crust has to be right.
I should
if it's just like falling apart and it's a mess.
Mike, be quiet.
I'm sorry. This pie talk.
If the pie is just falling apart of the plate, that's no good.
I like a chocolate pudding pie. I'm not going to lie to you.
Pecan pie.
That's pretty good.
I can get down with a pecan pie.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. What were you saying, though, Mike? I'm sorry.
I should mention that the in-laws came over.
1 second, because just keep in mind we are going to back to our story about the sexual predator in a moment. But go ahead. Steve blabbers on about ice cream and apple pie.
The alleged sexual predator.
Correct. Yes. Sure. The hero. Okay. The in-laws.
The in-laws came over after my parents left. The in-laws came over, and they brought a couple nice gifts. They brought some things for the house, some flowers for Alba. And
any animals did they offer? No
animals.
No, okay.
But the dad brought a 6-pack of beers for me. I said,
really?
Thank you very much.
Did you guys have a beer together or no?
Well, then I don't know if he was making a generic joke or if it was specifically targeted to me, but he did say, "Don't have too many," and patted my belly. Now, mind you, it's broken English, so maybe he meant something. But then later, he mentioned something like, "You guys look tired" or something. I was like, "Oh yeah, moving all day." Obviously, he's like, "Exercise." And I'm like, "What are you trying to say to me here, pal?"
I think it's pretty clear, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any ambiguity here.
I don't think there's any generic, or I think he's saying you're.
He's got a gun on him as well, that motherfucker.
There was really nothing lost in translation here.
Do you have all 6 beers?
I did not. I did not have any.
What kind of beer was it?
Yinglings.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's
Nice
classy.
guy. Yes.
What do they think of the apartment?
They seem to like it.
They moving in or what?
I don't know if they cared for her choice of roommate, but overall, yeah.
Good. Anyway, so what's this guy's name?
Jake, did you say?
Jace, I think, isn't it?
Jace.
Yeah. So anyway, so he's like Steve was saying, he takes medication for ADHD.
Okay.
His mother describes him as introverted, sensitive, immature, coddled, nerdy. He's kind of he likes Dungeons and Dragons. And
It's a failure to launch situation,
right?
And it says he plays there's 300 different video games that he plays on a regular
he's very
basis.
into it. Starting when he was 18, a few times a month, just like you, Mike. He clicked through the casual encounters section of Craigslist looking for sex. There's so many listings. When he tried messaging, it was rare to get a response. If people did respond, they often went dark after a few emails. Some seemed to enjoy role-playing. He once replied to a post describing an attractive 21-year-old. When he arrived at the address she gave him, the old man answered the door. That's got to be disappointing.
I would imagine.
He got out of there fast. Every once in a while, it worked out. In the past few years, he had sex with 5 or 6 women he met this way.
Good for him.
One Friday after work in February 2017. Is that me? I got it now. Okay. I heard like a sound. Hembra came across a casual encounters post that seemed meant for him. Just, J-U-S, gamer girl, sitting home on sunny day, it read. We can chat as long as I'm not loving or
leveling.
Come on. LVL. Well, what is that?
Speak the gamer land.
I don't know what that is.
The longer you play, the more you level up.
You know what that is, Mike, or no?
I can figure it out. It's just like leveling. Like Steve said.
Well, thank you, Mike.
Fucking normies.
That's what it was said. It was
What'd you call it?
I said you're fucking normies.
Oh, you know what that means?
We're noobs.
Well, I know what noobs means.
Yes.
Harry calls me that all the time.
Yeah.
Because he's Minecraft, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He calls me Nubosaurus Rex. That's what they call each other.
Oh, burn.
Yeah. Right.
Doesn't sound like a man of religion, this Harry. He's throwing insults.
That's true. That's a good point. He's got to take on Black Lives Matter. You would not want to hear that.
Is he still voting for Trump?
Did I tell you his Black Lives Matter story or no?
I don't think so.
So
I'll edit it out. Go ahead.
No, it's not. You have to edit it out.
I don't want to ruin the guy's future.
We were on the trail one day, just going for a walk, and there was a sign, a Black Lives Matter sign, in front of somebody's house. And he's like, where were we? I forget where we were. And he's like, they have that here too. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, so I was like, what do you think of this? Just because he's 8 years old, there's a lot going on, and there's a very nice black family, younger than me, even with a kid younger than Harry, coming towards us. And I was like, I don't understand it. He's like, I just don't understand it. So the thing happened in Minnesota. They arrested the guy. The cop's gone. What else do they want? And literally we're passing each other as he was saying it. And I was
Just give me some examples.
He was like that. I was like, well, it's more complicated. Harry, shut the fuck up. It's more complicated than that. We're going to jail, you idiot. But he was legitimately like, I don't get, what? I don't understand. He's so coddled. He lives in a dream world.
What else do they want?
Idiot. Anyway.
All the other family hears as they walk by is all lives matter. What
That's
don't
right.
they get?
And he's like, and these bail funds, don't they know that these could be getting...
His reading list is ridiculous. So just gamer girls sitting at home on sunny day. We can chat as long as I'm not leveling. Hambrick email back. Sounds like fun. What game you playing? I am hooked on Alien Isolation, gamer girl.
Aren't we all?
What is that, Steve?
I have no idea.
Okay. Forget sex, Hambrick wrote. Fuck that. Let me come watch. I haven't gotten that one yet. Adding he was 20. 15 minutes later, gamer girl replied that she was 13. Hambrick was confused. Why did you post an ad in Craigslist if you're 13? You mean 23? She asked for a cell phone number and they switched to texting, exchanging photos. She was beautiful, he thought. They exchanged a few texts about sex. I can be real bad if you're into bondage, he typed. Now, I would say at this point, she told him that she was 13. Let's keep that in mind.
Okay.
But the author of the story wants to make it seem like there's some ambiguity, and maybe he thought that was a typo.
Correct.
Because the original ad said 23.
Right. I don't get out much, he texted. I feel like if you got talking, I might go somewhere. You're beautiful and you're a gamer. I have no problem hanging out with you. That's cool. Kewl.
It is cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool?
That's how the kids say.
Gamer girl replied.
It's how the 23-year-olds type.
What about that eating out stuff? She asks. Yes, I will still do that. He responds.
Smiley face.
That's true. He responds to a smiley face. Oh, my naughty boy, BOI. This will be used. Was an elaborate game. Again, was an elaborate game. Again, she claimed to be 13. So now, again, is the story, it'll get more complicated.
She's saying it for a second time that she's 13?
Well, I mean, I don't know, Mike. If you're going back and forth in your experience, going back and forth with gamer girls.
Oh, no, when you said again, I didn't know if you meant, you were reiterating it or if she said it.
I'm sorry. It's in the column. In the story.
This is the second time that the woman has said, I'm 13.
Gotcha.
Again, she claimed to be 13. The photos seemed to tell a different story. And the gaming chair she was seated on looked too expensive for a kid. Now, the New York Times writer is now making excuses for the guy. Like, and
who among us hasn't been tricked?
Like, we all know the end. Like, this is a trick. It's a cop. We know all that. But I'm saying right now, what he's saying is, well, didn't seem like 13, look like 13, doesn't act like 13. Like,
well, she put 23 in the ad, and she doesn't really look like a kid. I mean, a kid in the picture. Plus that gaming chair. What kind of 13-year-old has an expensive gaming chair?
Parents who could buy it.
He was onto this from the beginning.
She used slang 13-year-olds probably wouldn't use. The vulgarities and snide tones seemed too adult. Her texts were full of LOLs. Was she an immature teenager? Or a sly adult.
Or any 30-year-old that I communicate with that uses far too many LOLs.
Was she an immature teenager or a sly adult? Like some
you're
game.
being very coy.
So on the one hand,
how about just for me? I just walk away. I don't know.
So on the one hand, they want us to believe that this guy was kind of dumb enough and not mature enough and just kind of bumbled into the situation. But on the other hand, he has high functioning mental faculties and can like pick up on these little subtle clues.
Her driving directions seem too specific for a 13-year-old.
Was she 13 or did she know exactly what she wanted?
So he goes there and she's cute and everything it says here, like he'd said. She didn't look 13 at all, more like she was in her 20s. She didn't look 13, he writes. Okay. She was more in her 20s. You made it. Right from the follow. When he got inside, she disappeared down the hall. We've all seen this. The two police officers show up and then he's fucked.
Right.
So that's the story sort of gets into, the legality, which we discussed last time. And I think it's actually an interesting debate. I don't know, but I like the idea that this New York Times writer is basically like,
That's a weird angle to take. It's like, well, come on.
she doesn't look 13 to me. She doesn't act 13.
What was she wearing?
I don't know. Like, if you're in the chat with a girl and she tells you like 3 or 4 times she's 13 years old.
Maybe you think it's a joke I don't know. It's a sloppy job on their part to put 23 in the bio and obviously to talk like an adult.
I think it's an interesting debate though should this be legal to be able to do this? Or should it be enforceable?
I think it should be happening, but you have to be careful how you do it so you're not going up to entrapment.
Right, because actually give examples of guys who were convicted sex offenders who got out of jail and they bust them this way again.
Right.
So it's like, but it's sort of, there's no other parallel to this in law, I don't think.
No, and it's tough because you're getting them before they commit the crime. Which, I mean, not that it's right, not that the guy wouldn't have acted on it.
Well, that's the thing.
But you are getting him before he committed a crime.
Well, that's kind of what they don't say is in this story is like, this guy obviously didn't care if this girl was 13. He did not care if this girl was 13.
Well, he was just going to play Alien Isolation.
Yeah.
You heard him. He said, forget about sex. I just want to watch you play.
Yeah, maybe we're just video game buds.
Yes. But, they make him out like he's this big,
a lovable,
lovable
oaf.
Yeah, but I think there's two questions here because the last time we talked about this, it was basically vigilantes who were, not cops going out and doing this. That's different from, an entire FBI, police department, ICE, whatever, setting up an elaborate sting operation.
Now, I could argue that's a tremendous waste of resource and time.
Yeah.
Like you're just trapping people who may not do this otherwise.
Right. But, who knows if he would have ever interacted with a 13-year-old?
I mean, they do this with...
they do a whole search of his history. He doesn't have any history of doing stuff like this. Right. So I don't know.
They do this with terrorists too. I mean, there's been a couple of cases over the last 5 or 6 years where the FBI kind of is in a jihad chat or something like that and leads someone to go somewhere where they think they're picking up a bomb, and then they arrest them and treat them as if they're a terrorist. And the question is, well, would they have done that but for without the police action?
What's a but for? What's a buff for?
But for, except for.
To poop, silly. It's in a South Park movie. That's what the guy Christian says in the South Park movie.
I was going to say, I think he's been spending too much time with this hairy Manhattan.
It's a great Christian character in the South Park movie who hates God. Remember at the end, he's like, I'm coming, you miserable bastard. Remember he gives him the finger? He's a funny character. Anyway, brushing our teeth is important. It matters what kind of toothpaste you have. It really matters what kind of toothpaste you're using. Dr. Sheffield, literally, this guy invented toothpaste in the 1870s. He was the first one to put it in the tube. Today, they still use Dr. Sheffield's notebooks and recipes from the 1870s. It means it's SLS-free. No harmful bleaching agents. I saw the tweets yesterday from people. Thank you very much. I'm sure Dr. Sheffield thanks you as well. You go to Dr. Sheffield's naturals.com. drsheffieldsnaturals.com today. You save 10%. Go to any CVS or Walgreens, you get $1 off. That's what I do. That's what you should do. Learn more about Dr. Sheffield's certified natural toothpaste. Head on over to drsheffieldsnaturals.com. drsheffieldsnaturals.com. Great taste. 8 different flavors for adults and kids. drsheffieldsnaturals.com. You go to that site today, you save 10%. Again, you go to any CVS or Walgreens, you get $1 off at drsheffields.com. Now included, my understanding as well, in Happy Meals.
Wow.
I think that's correct, right, Steve?
That's a big move.
You're sure of that?
I'm positive, yeah.
You're positive?
Yeah.
How can you be positive of that?
It's not happening.
How do you know that?
He gets a Happy Meal.
I think you just made it up.
I didn't make it up. Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but how do you know that's not the case?
I eat more McDonald's than you do.
When was the last time you had a Happy Meal?
You would think that it would be on the sign or something that's coming with toothpaste.
That's fair.
Really?
You think Dr. Sheffield might have told
Although,
me.
do you see the toy? Do they promote the toys they give away?
Yeah, sometimes
yeah.
Okay.
Usually when you go into the store, they're all in a case, so you know what you're getting.
That's true.
Well, how about this? Isn't that a good idea?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Anybody who partners with Dr. Sheffield
meal,
stands to benefit.
if you're a little kid, you have your meal and your little, apple juice or something.
How about this? I don't want to tell Dr. Sheffield how to make their toothpaste, but Big Mac flavored toothpaste.
That sounds
It's an interesting
awful.
idea.
That's terrible.
No. They would make
chicken
it good.
nugget flavored toothpaste.
They would make it good.
No, you think?
I think they could master it.
I think that they could do it right, yeah.
If anyone could.
Yeah, I guess they
Maybe
could partner
those
with
guys.
McDonald's, I suppose.
Spicy buffalo sauce.
They partner with
toothpaste.
horse.
That's what you want. That's what you want in your teeth all day.
What's that?
Spicy buffalo sauce.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Special cream flavored toothpaste?
Or McFlurry.
Yeah,
M&M McFlurry toothpaste.
Yeah, I would say that if you said to me, if you trapped me at McDonald's and I had to eat everything, from the thing I want the most to the thing I want the least, the last thing I would eat is the Filet-O-Fish, I think.
Oh,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Although
I don't want any mystery fish.
No.
I've heard the last thing you should want, which they're actually pretty good, but those hot fudge sundaes.
I used to have those as a kid all the time.
Well, I guess they don't clean out the barrels for the hot fudge. They just refill them. So it creates
it builds up
mold or something.
It builds up your constitution.
All right, I like that excuse.
Fine with that.
I'll keep eating them.
There's nothing better than a good hot fudge sundae, by the way. Except for how about hot fudge sundae brand?
Perfect.
I would have that.
Now we're cooking. Put it on your hot fudge.
Stuff that in my mouth all day long.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. Go to drsheffieldsnaturals.com right now. And by the way, send flavor suggestions to them. I have no problem with that.
Right.
Steve Robinson flavor? Who knows?
Yeah, we should talk with them and see if we can get a dedicated Minifan flavor.
That's a good idea, Steve.
Nonsense.
Let's have a
Captain Nonsense flavor.
have a
explodes in your mouth. All that nonsense. Have a contest? Yes, let's do that, Steve. Get to work on that. That's a good idea. A good idea. Good. What else is going on?
Did you watch any of the convention last night?
I watched very little of the convention.
Yeah, I kind of tuned it out too.
Yeah.
Well, you should have been happy, Mike. You were your people were represented last night.
My people?
Yes.
The handicapped people?
Yeah. Chen Guangchang.
Oh, yes.
The Chinese dissident.
All right. Yes, my people.
The guys who wear sunglasses when they go on cameras.
Right,
That's true.
You should be happy to have some positive representation.
The vice president was there last night, right?
Certainly was.
Singing and dancing away.
Why?
Happy as can be.
We will make America great again. Again.
Thank you, Mike.
Why?
Does that mean it's not great now?
It was. We're going to do it again.
Oh, good. Why stop it all?
Well, the coronavirus and the Democrats came along and it made it not
Fuck
great
it
again
over?
after we made it great. Now we're going to make it great again.
It's a lot of work for these guys. I feel bad. What are they going to do when Pence is president in 5 years?
It's going to be tough. Very tough.
That's not how it goes. We go in cycles. We'll have Trump
Then
before, and then
Ivanka.
we'll have an extreme.
No,
last time
I
we
think it's
had-
the Trump dynasty.
When was the
Next
last time we
50
had
years.
When was the last time we had an 8-year? Oh, I guess Reagan and the Bush.
Yeah.
That was 12, but yeah. What was that, Mike? Go ahead.
Is there any reason other than just stupid political shit that Pence would announce last night that he's accepting the nomination as vice president?
I think there's some mystery in the air.
And
It's a
Biden
formality.
accept. Like, I don't understand that.
Well, that's
It
like a
seems
whole.
odd.
Yeah, that's traditional
The
bullshit.
purpose of the convention is to nominate the people who are going to be officially running in the
Well, that
general election.
was-
So it's a pure formality. Like,
Yeah, I mean-
Trump will have to say, I'm accepting.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be the point of it. Now it's all fucking fireworks and
A big
game
show.
shows.
Well, in
and
2016, there was some question, the delegate math. Are they going to try and pull? I mean, increasingly, once it got to the day of, it was
Right.
clear that it wasn't going to be. But
Yeah, even
in
the
the run-up,
Democrats,
they
there
were
was
going to try and
some
play some
right
games.
with Bernie, even
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah, that's. I mean, there hasn't been a debated.
Contested convention. They talk about it all the time, and it never really.
It's just so odd when you see Mike Pence accepts the nomination. It's like, I had a feeling.
By the way, Steve, you know what book I'm about 200 pages into right now? Rick Perlstein just came out with it. Reaganland.
Whoa.
Yes.
How is it?
It's more study into how Reagan came into power in 1980. It's sort of a discussion of the Carter administration, what Reagan was doing after the 76 run he made. If you want, I'll give it to you when I'm done. It's about 1,200 pages. But,
Yeah, I'd like to read it. I'm on a big fiction kick now.
Oh, what do you got?
A Man and His Dog at the End of the World is what I'm in right now.
Is it just about that?
Preparing Ziggy?
Yeah, no, it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic.
You like
type
those
book.
books, huh?
Yeah, I like science fiction and post-apocalyptic stuff. This is good though. I've been tearing through it.
What are you reading right now, Mike?
There's a book. It's called The Adventures of the Clock, and it's one word on each page.
It's good, yeah. It's a good read.
Right now I'm on tick.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll get there. What did he say to you? Exercise?
Exercise. Well, no, he was saying it's exercise. Like, it's good for you, but I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess.
Jeez.
Well, at least you get some positive influences in your life. Maybe we should reach out to the in-laws and let them know you need to be working on stand-up.
Yeah, it's true. Comedy.
Need to be working on
Jokes.
Every time he comes over, he's gonna be like, "Hey, Mike,
Great. Mike
how you
does,
going? Tell me a joke."
Mike does a bad joke. It's comedy. Just rubs your belly. What was that accent, Steve? I didn't hear that.
That's
We could just let it float away.
I think it was Albanian.
What was that? Is that right?
I get my
How long were they there
Spanish
for?
and my Albanian tonight.
Probably an hour.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
They help at all, or
No.
that's old school.
The
Bring
work
beer
was
over. I
the
like
work
that.
was done. Oh, they're very old school.
Yeah.
And the work was
Usually
done by the
you
time
would buy the beer for the people who help you.
But they
move.
didn't help though.
They didn't help us move.
Ah, okay.
Who was
showed
the
up
Who was
after
the
work
big
was
helper
done.
yesterday?
Kev, my stepdad,
Oh yeah, he's a great guy.
and then another family friend, Trevor.
Oh good.
Yeah, well, actually, me and Trevor did most of the work.
Really?
Kev was kind of the foreman, oversaw us. Yeah.
Any comment on that, Steve?
Go ahead.
No.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
No, nothing. Steve. Go ahead, Steve.
Spit it out.
Go ahead, Steve.
No, I'm just saying that the DC sleuth might have been working yesterday.
I was looking at the move being done.
Oh, really?
He may have some video. Yeah, he may have made
Really?
He might have called me from the location yesterday.
That's very impressive.
I'm not sure he has anything. He wouldn't say
That's very
anything.
impressive.
But did you get that laugh? Look at Mike. Mike is not looking. You don't look pleased.
Very sneakily done. Very impressive.
I did not.
Could have stopped by and helped.
I did not get any video.
a good point.
I did not get any video of Mike.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, Mike was working.
really?
Did you get anything,
It's been
anything
inside.
usable or no?
I saw some people who weren't Mike working.
Right. Well, Mike
How?
was busy sucking on this. What do you mean how? He was right in front of the
Who
place.
did you have video of?
I believe Kev and Trevor.
I don't think so. Moving shit out of the house?
Yeah, loading up a truck in front of your place.
I don't know what you're accusing me of, but I don't think so. Not moving stuff out of the house.
But you have any video
I
of
don't know,
Mike?
maybe I'm
though?
wrong. No.
No, okay. We were looking for video of you trying to move stuff and like falling and stumbling.
Oh, well, you could have had some. Yeah.
Well, Steve did. Steve called me. He was all excited. I thought maybe he was going to get some. We'll see. I don't know what the video will show. Who knows? What else is going on?
The KFC radio talked about us this morning. Well, they talked about the situation in the office with the sports betting people. Paul DeLuca.
What does that have to do with us?
Well, they also talked about Brandon, and they just talked about the pussified nature of some people at Barstool.
They included us in that?
No, they did talk about us specifically, but the situation, your conflict with Kate and Brandon.
I'll be all right. Okay.
Most fired up I've heard Feidelberg.
This company stinks. So fucking soft. Such a bunch of fucking pussies. Top to bottom, really, the gambling company. Obviously, Dave, Dan are not. I think outside of Dave and Marty, outside of Dave, Dan, and Marty and the Barstool Bets crew, pussies. Every single one.
So hold on, he's not talking about the company, though, right?
Well, no, he's talking about
gambling. Didn't he say the gambling?
Culture.
He's talking about the Barstool Bets people, which would be like Paul DeLuca or Brandon Walker.
Right. No, so he's not talking about us.
No. But
he's
talking about
complained to HR the other day. And,
I saw that, yeah. Which is
That's
weird.
what I was referring to yesterday when I mentioned that show.
Yeah, I saw that. In this company, you can't, Dave's just going to find out.
Right.
It was to Jen, wasn't it? Isn't that the text I saw?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just going to tell Dave. It's just going to happen. I don't know.
Right.
Go ahead.
Sensitivity. It's like legitimate crying and texting Erica. Mm-hmm. Who the fuck do you think you are? Texting the CEO of the company.
My guy.
That they're a little upset. Mm-hmm. Are you fucking kidding me? Mm-hmm. I'm still scared to talk to Erica. I asked Erica for a fucking employee verification form, which is pretty fucking standard, I think. And I asked her for it. She's like, of course, I can't wait. I'm so excited, blah, blah, blah. And then I went and got lunch, and I came back up, and I apologized for asking her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And well, in the real world, you don't usually, walk into the CEO's office or just
people
call
the
CEOs.
Get the fuck out of here. You're all such fucking pussies. Every one of you. It's insane. Fucking blocking people on Twitter. Fucking whining to the fucking CEO.
Get 'em.
Fucking crying to HR.
Get them.
Pussies! It's sad to see what's happened to this company.
And for you, anybody who's ever in Milton is, they're fucking laughing their heads off right now. They're sort of screaming their heads off because of what you guys had to live through and do. Could you imagine those guys in that environment?
God, no.
Could you imagine Brandon and Paul living in Milton, Massachusetts? What would Brandon have done when Hank was duct taped to the wall?
Guys, I think we shouldn't do that. Shut up!
He's right. Brandon Walker's a giant fucking pussy. There's just no doubt about it. He can come back and tweet about what, he'll respond to this, and it doesn't matter to me. Not that I don't like him, but he is. And good for them. Will he go with Feidelberg as hard as he went with us? I doubt it.
No. I don't know if pussy is the right word.
He's a pussy. He went to Erica, and now
deranged. He'll do that, and then he flies off the handle at you.
I thought the perfect description was the Talib Kweli comparison.
That's what he is. Yeah, he's whatever. He'll do his thing again today and tomorrow, and then he'll beg me and text not to whatever. But it's just do whatever you want. He's so inconsequential and so boring and so untalented. He brings nothing to the table. He could talk about how unfunny and terrible we have an audience, whatever. There's a fucking gambling and college football show. He's a fucking product of the system. He's done nothing on his own. Dave plucked him out of obscurity. And if he dropped him tomorrow, nobody would give a fuck. Nobody would follow him. And Feidelberg's right. He's a fucking child. He went to the CEO and complained like a fucking pussy. And he can go back as much as he wants, but that's tattooed in his forehead forever. He went to Erica, and Feidelberg's right. Can you imagine any company where you go to the CEO and it's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
I think this was Feidelberg misusing his talent. Yeah, I think
that's true. That's true.
And this is just
misusing his talent.
Yeah. This is a bad way for Feidelberg to handle.
I'm talking about gambling. It's just talented. Whatever. It's Brand. He can come back, but it's this endless thing where it's every day. It's just. It's. I've been here. These people get a buzz off of reacting to fans because they never have to do it on their own. They never get it on their own. And that's okay. But he's right. That's a great. Do they go anymore? Is that about it?
Nah, that's about it.
That's good. Oh, good job by Feidelberg.
Yeah, you don't hear him fired up that often.
Maybe he thinks a guy taking a month off for mental health is a pussy too. He can say that. I don't care.
I don't think that's what he was saying.
No, but I'm saying but even if he said that, I'd be
it's clearly what he thinks.
Right. Yes, I think so without saying it. But even if he said that, I would be like, what the fuck is Erica? It's just what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
And Loduca, I don't know enough about that situation. I'm not sure what he went to HR about.
So someone put out on an Instagram graphic saying if you followed his betting advice, you'd be down, 3,000 points or whatever.
It was like a joke or whatever.
Yeah. But it was also based in truth because they all keep track of their betting records, and they're basically saying, look, he's a shitty
former athletes, man, former athletes.
Evidently, Loduca was saying the only stuff they put up is Loduca losing or them poking fun at him.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Well, right, but he's. And I don't know that he actually went to HR, but at least the screenshot showed that he threatened to. Like he's like,
I don't know. The text message.
If this keeps happening,
if it got the Jen's radar, I assume it's pretty serious.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess.
Like if he went right to the director of content and was like, yeah, hey, I'm going to go to HR. It didn't seem like there was a lot of joking there.
Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't a joke. But I'm saying I don't know if he officially went or threatened to.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to Jen, that's basically like
it's going to someone in management. Yeah.
What's going to go to Dave?
I don't even know if there is HR. I don't think there's. I mean, there might be someone who does.
I think there probably is.
A person.
There's someone who manages payroll.
Yeah,
there
is.
There's a person that I had to get like tax shit from and stuff.
Yeah, there is an HR. Yeah, but that's funny though. I mean, he's right though. This I don't know. Like my relationship with Erica is, if she reaches out, I'll respond because she's the CEO. I wouldn't be like, hey, it's just that's not how it works. That's not. I don't know. Maybe that's just not how I think things are supposed to operate.
Right.
It would never cross my mind ever to be like, hey, can you tell this guy not to be so mean anymore?
Dave's kind of being mean to Mike.
Like, yeah, it's just that to me is the ball game for him. It's just sad.
But even the LaDuca one seems more bizarre because at least in his heart somewhere, Brandon thought he was defending Kate. The LaDuca thing is stop making fun of my bad gambling picks,
right?
Which is even more fucking absurd.
Like
so I always say though, man,
no one at the company has ever been made sport of for their betting
not
record.
The guy that founded it, or
I've dealt with this though. I've dealt with former professional athletes. I've actually gone to HR over them. Former professional athletes who get they can't handle when people start shitting on them.
Right.
They just can't handle it. I'll be curious, I think Deion Sanders is on a different stratosphere where he's just not going to care. Like it almost helps that he doesn't care.
I don't think he'll be tracking or following criticism.
Correct.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of people in the company other than maybe one that's going to be criticizing Deion Sanders a lot either.
True, but I'm just saying, even if they did something as a joke and he lost his mind, I don't think he's going to pay. I'm guessing LaDuca looks at his mentions and pays attention to that stuff and is also involved in the day in, day out. That's where Whitney's good. He doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't think.
Those guys seem to be pretty...
They're on their own island.
They're just rolling around in their pink Whitney money.
Yeah, it's good though, but it's good. And they're great guys. And so, but it's a rare thing because I think these professional athletes who get there, that's why I give Lou Maloney some credit. Like he can be sensitive, but at least he'll get in the mud,
Yeah, he'll shit on you.
Yeah.
He's not afraid of you coming back at him.
Right. You couldn't have it was never like, hey, get this straight. I play professional sports. Part of the conversation where almost every other athlete I've dealt with, it was always kind of like that. Like, let's get things straight here. Like we are not equals.
Right.
It's kind of like, you're right. In this room on microphones, we are not equals. Like if we go outside and play one-on-one, you'll probably beat me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of all the athletes I've done shows with. The nicest one, by far, I did fill in, this was years ago, was Troy Brown. And I did some TV with him. He's an awesome guy.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
I always wonder only because he seems very robotic on TV.
Yeah, I think he's although I think he's coaching now, right?
Is he?
I think he coaches the wide receivers for the Patriots. I think he left media.
Oh, okay.
But he was awesome. You wouldn't have known that he was whatever,
It's good to hear.
Very nice guy. And for every one of those, you get 30 assholes.
Yeah.
We're
like Diassi and Smurless and those guys were nice. They seemed like nice guys.
Well, Diassi and I almost got in a fight at the Super Bowl last
year
in Atlanta. That was my fault. And I reached out. He's a super nice guy. Fred, I didn't know that well. Yeah, Diassi was in Atlanta. Did I tell the story or no?
Yes.
So,
or Jerry actually told
did Jerry tell it?
Was it here? When he was on
here,
yeah.
Okay. So that was a while ago. We were in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta for radio.com, just fucking causing trouble doing stupid shit. And I went over to give Jerry and Mutt some shit about something. And Diassi, I was fighting with
Zarbano. Was Zarbano?
Yeah, Zarbano and I were fighting.
Involved, yeah.
And Diassi came over. Steve Diassi played in the NFL forever. Steve, very nice guy, really a super nice guy. And he came over to just say hello to me. And I was in the middle of a fight with Zarbano. And I turned to Diassi, he's, 6'5", 320.
Yeah.
I said, get the fuck away from me. You get the fuck away from me. And he fucking turned from nice guy to psychopath in a second. I was like, oh, fuck, this guy's like...
he got into it with you? I didn't know.
Well, yeah, he should have. I would have been like, what the fuck are you fucking doing? And then he calmed down. He came over and apologized to me. And I was like, no. It's all totally my fault. And I texted him later. I felt bad. Awesome guy. Great guy. But then you have a Matt Chatham, who literally is like, you are fucking not a human being next to me. Let's get this straight.
I always thought Matt Light was a good guy too.
I'm sure you do.
I know you think he's boring because they have him on Greg Hill show all the time.
He's a nice guy.
I hung out with him at a Trump fundraiser at Ernie Bach's place for a little while, and he was just like down there.
Very, very nice guy.
Yeah.
But Matt Chatham, that's a funny example because he was kind of a nothing. I mean, he was an okay player, but
he's just
not a guy people would be like, oh my God, that's Matt Chatham.
I filled in with Michael Hawley, and right after Glenn left, we did a show. Me, Chatham, and Hawley. It was dreadful for 4 hours. And during one of the breaks, he's like, he was mentioning something. He's like, he said he was born in Sioux City, Iowa. I said, oh, it's interesting. My daughter Kate was born in. We adopted her, but we were there. I said she was born in Sioux City, Iowa. He turned to me and said, oh, and he just kept talking. I was like, oh, he's an asshole. I categorized like, oh, asshole. We're good. So, but I guess there are people like that everywhere. I don't know how the hell we got there anyway. How did we get there?
I have no idea. Athletes.
Oh, Paul DeLuca.
Yeah.
So Paul DeLuca.
Who, by the way,
it might be a very nice guy.
I don't even know what he looks like, and I don't even know what sport he played.
He was a catcher, I think, right?
Yeah.
For the Dodgers and the Mets.
Pirates a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he was a pretty good player. He was okay.
Yeah, I knew his name when I was a kid.
Yeah. He might be. Look, I get it. Like, you get sort of in that thing, and even with Brandon, like, I'm half breaking his balls. He's gonna get all mad about this stuff, but whatever.
But he's also been around for a while. Like, he's been in the Barstool world
Uduka?
for a while.
Yeah, but
he's
sometimes
friendly with those guys, so I'm surprised he would react like that.
Yeah, I think it's fine to get triggered and pissed off, but you can't in this company. You can't do that. You're just gonna get fucking busted.
Oh, it's weird. It's a weird.
Well, now and the Stoolies who are actually really heavily following the Barstool bet stuff are just gonna bury him every time he gets a pick
It's
wrong.
gonna be rough.
Of course,
it's gonna be rough.
It makes it so much worse.
It's gonna be rough. I should follow Marty Mush on Twitter again. I'm sorry I didn't.
You should.
He seems like a very nice guy.
He is.
Seems like he wants no part of the drama.
Not at all. Yes. I don't think.
I don't know. So maybe I'll follow him again. I'm sorry that it seemed like he was upset when he said that.
Yeah. I noticed people who unfollowed. Rear Admiral unfollowed me. We mentioned the Spittin' Chickens guys.
Good move.
I don't know why. It's very sad.
Did he really unfollow you?
Yeah.
Huh. Why would you check that?
Oh, I keep tabs.
Do you really?
Of the people that I follow that follow me, yeah.
Oh shit! I unfollowed Mike one time when we joked around about how you were going to tell everyone to unfollow.
We should
Mike.
Do that again, yeah.
Steve was unfollowed.
I unfollowed him, and then there was for some reason I was going to check his Twitter account. I was like, wait, I'm not following Mike.
You know when we do that?
When
it finally
Mike?
happens, when we do that, and we'll lose. You get a couple thousand right away at the Wilbur. We'll tell everybody, get your phones out right now and unfollow Mike.
That's the way to do it.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Then you're done, or you have to leave.
What do you mean?
You have to leave the Wilbur if you don't unfollow you.
Oh, yes.
We'll check the phones.
Yeah.
Let me check if Rear Admiral. I don't check these things. Did he unfollow me?
I keep tabs.
Do you really?
Oh,
Did I ever unfollowed you?
Not to my knowledge.
I just did. Let me see here. I always thought Rear Admiral liked me.
Well, I'm sure he likes you. Maybe he doesn't like me.
Well, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
We follow each other.
All right, good.
Yes. Ryan Whitney follows me. Biz follows me. Spin Chickles, the show does not follow me.
Huh.
It's okay, I don't follow them.
Damn it.
Huh. Well, there you go. Okay. Very interesting. What else is going on?
Glad we're caught up on that.
Did you see the lead to the New Yorker story I sent you yesterday?
The lead to the New Yorker story you sent me yesterday.
It's just another example of Cullenism. This is great.
Just
like unnecessary, completely invented, fictional fucking horseshit.
Let me read this.
Well, you should be following me.
Let me read this to you.
Oh, maybe I did that. If you
block him, Mike. You said the rest of this is a review of a book?
Yeah, it's a review of a new book that's a history of Katrina and the government response.
That was the original name of Katrina and the Waves, by the way. Katrina and the government response. Why Hurricane Katrina was not a natural disaster. Nicholas Leman, listen to the sentence, okay? When we came home to New Orleans for the first time after Hurricane Katrina, over Thanksgiving weekend of 2005, my then 3-year-old son, looking out the window on the drive-in from the airport, said, "You told me we were going to New Orleans, but now we're in Iraq." I mean, that's the biggest lie maybe ever written.
At age 3?
I just looked out the window. You told me we were going to New Orleans, Papa.
Can every kid say full sentences by 3? Like, I don't know how.
No, put it that way. Not that profound and perfectly said in that situation.
Is this the aftermath of the Battle of Ramadi? Like, come on,
Papa. Why are we in Warland? I thought we were going to be going to the. Where's the wonderful New Orleans and the jazz music?
'Tis there no nobler method?
Papa.
So how many people see that?
Brownie did not do a heck of a job, did he, Father?
How many people see that and just like, oh, yeah, no, that's reasonable. That happened.
Well, I think you're the only person who read this, but I just think your eyes just glaze over. You're just like, because I mean that is obviously a lie.
It seems like in the last 4 or 5 years, there's this species of tweet or statement that is like the profound thought my 4-year-old had that somehow just perfectly aligns with my own political beliefs and worldview.
Yes, I saw a lot of that going around. A lot of our parody accounts were doing that recently. I saw where they're trying to catfish these writers into believing it. It's just like,
some successfully.
Which you could tweet that, like my 2-year-old son was watching the TV when the NBA players walked out and said, this is what bravery is all about, right, Dad? Isn't that what you talked about with her, being a hero? But now we're not. What 3-year-old knows what Iraq A is or B looks like?
Or why we're there? Or
yeah. Right. You told me we were going to New Orleans. We are in New Orleans. And they're looking out the window in the drive from the airport. Where? Like where coming from the airport to downtown looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to take that route.
Father, war, what is it good for?
It's just the book review stands on its own without this outrageous lie in the first sentence. I just don't understand what compelled the woman, because clearly she wrote the book
it's
review.
A guy, isn't it?
Oh yeah. She wrote the book. He wrote the book review and then added this just to sex it up.
Doesn't want to make you look.
People are gonna read it.
Doesn't want to make you read the rest of his stuff though.
Well, for me it did. Made me want to see if there were any other fucking stupid lies.
I'm just saying his writing in general.
Yeah.
Even just leave the kid's age out of it, and we probably wouldn't have questioned it.
The
kid could have been 15.
He's a professor of journalism at the Columbia Graduate School. He's been a staff writer at the New Yorker since 19...
Great.
I laugh. Education from New Orleans. Harvard, of course. Personal. He's been married twice. Let me see here. They have a son and daughter. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, his wife, of course, is a columnist for Slate, the New York Times Book Review, and the New Republic. I wonder what their political persuasion is. He graduated magna cum laude from Harvard in 1976.
Wow.
Huh. I'd be curious to look at his. He's written some books. I'd be curious. Yeah.
I'm sure this is the only instance where he's just absolutely fabricated an outrageous lie.
They have 2 sons. They have a son and daughter. So that's probably the son he's talking about. The 3-year-old son born in 2002 looked out the window and said, "We're now in Iraq."
That's very poetic for a child.
Father, keep me away from the lower 9th ward. I can't. I'm having terrible nightmares. They have deep political discussions with this 3. This kid must be a genius.
This John Kerry is always flip-flopping, Dad.
How many years of underinvestment went into making this not a natural disaster, but a man-made disaster?
Just unbelievable.
Daddy, why doesn't George Bush care about black people?
The other is Steve.
Father, let's talk more about Halliburton's role in the Iraq War. Can we get more into that, please? What's that?
I thought the Steve retweet you were going to mention was that. Was that the same fashion writer that we talked about last time?
Oh, yeah. What was that one last time?
From the New York Times.
Where she criticized the First Lady or no?
Oh, yes.
This time, yeah. What she was wearing.
I saw tweets just dumping all over what she was wearing. Can you imagine?
She was ready for battle.
Somebody tweeting that about Michelle Obama.
Oh, my God.
Can you even imagine?
It's just old hat at this point, though. Just saying, there's a double standard. Oh, there's a double standard.
What's
it's
weird?
Like every single example is just like, when do these people realize their hypocrisy?
But it's weird. Well, they don't care about it anymore. It's weird. They used to even pretend that it didn't exist. Now they're just like, fuck it. We don't even care.
But yeah, the double standard is not even, I don't even think, it's not race necessarily. It's
no, it's totally political.
It's not race at all.
Melania Trump's an immigrant.
Right.
They still have no problem shitting all over.
Yeah, but they do shit on her like, she still can't speak English.
Right, her accent.
Yeah. So there's like a xenophobic element where it's okay, if she has the wrong politics, it's okay to be
when they do the
anti-immigrant.
SNL thing, her accent will be, exaggerated and all
mocked.
that stuff. Yeah. Well. We have any reads? Do we do all the reads? Do we do Dr. Sheffield's, Milton's, and do we do Smith's Country Cheese? Or no?
We did not.
Smith's Country Cheese, the official cheeses of podcast Jesus. You mentioned my name and then Smith's location. Those are farmers markets in Brookline, which is today, Thursday, if you're listening. Brookline, Mass. Head over there. Copley Square tomorrow, and Waltham on Saturdays. You mentioned my name, you get 10% off your purchase. Be sure to take a picture on Instagram, KMS and Smith's Country Cheese while you're there. Check out Smith's Country Cheese at all your local grocery stores. If you don't, if they don't have them, make sure they get them, please. And of course, go to smithscountrycheese.com for the perfect gift box for any occasion in your life, whether it be graduations, retirement, thank yous, quarantine cheese parties, or anything else. Like, I don't know. Some assholes bring in 6 packs of beer, maybe a nice platter of cheese, although,
That's right, that would have been better.
Yeah.
I could probably not use that either, but
Well, I disagree. Some nice cheese, and then you walk it off. I mean,
Yes,
you're done.
that I like.
I mean, really? I mean, what was he thinking?
I don't know. He wasn't thinking.
Asshole, right?
I agree.
Jesus,
completely.
God. I'm kidding.
Patting my belly.
Who did she get the feet from? Who's got the big feet?
You know, I didn't look. Next time I'll look.
All right, thank you. I appreciate
Probably
that.
the mother.
Why don't you ask that next time?
Yeah, let me measure.
Yeah, let me look at your feet. All the cheese is made in the family dairy farm consisting of 200 cows, award-winning farmstead cheese, Gouda, cheddar, Vardy, Gouda spreads, farmers cheeses, variety of cheddar cheese sticks. Located in Winchester, Massachusetts, at the Worcester Public Market in Kelly Square. Go to smithscountrycheese.com right now, smithscountrycheese.com. Enter my name, Kirk, in the code, 10% off all gift boxes, thanks to Smith's Country Cheese and Milton's, and, of course, our great friends at Dr. Sheffield's. And we'll talk to you tomorrow.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.